back, Slanderholics, to another Black Lightning recap, amped up. Tonight's episode, the Perdi. So, man, remember that left that we talked about last week? We there. Ooh, okay. So, just to make this simple, we're gonna split this into a couple categories and just run with it. All right. So first, we need to talk about Lynn and no, you fucked up, right?
So
you know you fucked up.
Speaking of Lynn, this goes with the Lynn and Jennifer thing.
Yeah.
Jennifer was right.
Jennifer told her the truth
You
in
know.
a very respectful way, in the exact words that she needed to hear.
But was it though?
Yeah,
Yes.
she needed to hear it. You don't make no. Why do you?
Here's the thing. I don't disagree with you guys that she needed to hear it, but I think the manner in which she expressed herself in that way did not have the tact that someone her age
you should have.
that.
Yeah, you should have.
But here's what I'm talking about though. You don't talk about death in that way, and because she is a child, she talks about it in such a casual way.
No,
that
I have to disagree only because, first of all, you don't have to sugarcoat nothing for grown folks. She knew she fucked up, and we all know that bitch was crazy. And the second she came to you 5 minutes later. I know how to save all the kids. You did not once go, maybe I should check your numbers.
And another thing too, this was needed because we've been saying this since Lynn's arc started. Like, if Lynn's gonna be, for lack of a better purposes, a part of the team, a super, she gotta face those consequences that Black Lightning be facing all the time. You are going to lose a couple. She just lost a whole bunch right now.
Yeah.
And you gotta hear that hard truth later. She's the only one that hasn't had to hear the hard truth or be quote unquote taught a lesson within the family yet. She's always the one that's been
yes, she has. In the first season, when Black Lightning was telling her Anissa has to do this, has to grow up when she got her powers.
But I'm talking about in reference to her
directly
now being in the field.
Yeah.
She is technically now in the field. She chose this life. She wants to help people, just like Black Lightning wants to help people, just like Thunder has to help people. And sometimes you gotta hear some shit you don't want to hear. It just came from the person we didn't think it was gonna come from.
But also, I mean, first of all, we know that these kids are smart. Anissa and Jennifer have been telling their parents stuff from the get-go that they've been kind of out of pocket on. Even Jefferson has recognized it, even from Anissa, that, you know what, I have been fucking up in some instances. So for it to come from her child, that means that it's obvious.
And it's also that they're listening.
And in addition to that, not only was this needed for Lynn to grow, but Jennifer has to grow too. Last week you was just talking about they kind of slowed her arc down. This is another way for her to build up more character besides talking to Khalil all day.
But and then the most telling moment was in the assembly when all the parents found out what went on. I love that moment because it was like it was in her face. It was surreal. It was like, I have to deal with these consequences, and there's nobody I can turn to. Because when she was like, these people had the results, that guy was like, nah, you don't run behind those white folks for the information. You're part of us. Won't you tell us? Talk to us like we're real people. And she was like, I can't handle this.
Yeah.
And then to the point where Jefferson was going to run to her aid, but at that point, there was nothing he could do.
Before we move on, we got to talk about that beginning part.
I don't know who this was, but it was Funkadelic.
Yeah.
Funkadelic, you wanted to make sure no one forgot that you did the music for this episode, for the beginning of this episode. You drowned out the entire story that was going on in the front.
All I know is the lead guitarist hit a line of coke solo because the riff, that riff was magical. At one point, I was like, turn Black Lightning off. I want to hear this song.
I could hear
hair color when that shit happened. I'm like, who's playing that purple?
It was like the ghost of Jimi Hendrix. Shout out to TV. It was like, I didn't die for nothing. Peter Gamby is back.
Mm-hmm. I told y'all Gamby wasn't dead.
Yeah.
The way he rolled out that car so nonchalant.
So yeah, spoiler: Gamby lives.
Mm-hmm. Came in so casual too, like he didn't know he died last episode.
It was,
he just appeared on the screen with a bowl of cereal.
Exactly like he said he was gonna do it.
And murder. That's how you torture somebody.
Exactly. Fuck that shit on Arrow.
Yeah. So yeah, that torture scene, I wasn't ready for that one.
Nah.
I was like, what are you doing to him?
It wasn't even mid-torture. The torture was over.
Exactly. Like he was done with it.
I still wasn't ready.
Like he was clean too. Like he it wasn't like he was coming in like wiping his hands off like he did the torture. He did it so effectively that he didn't get blood on him. Shit was everywhere else.
If you can't rewind that, if you look to the left, Gamby was making sandwiches. The man was cooking lunch in the middle of a torture.
Was he making finger sandwiches?
I see what you did.
The man's fingers was gone. Alright, so yeah, Gamby's
Still
back.
had a couple left.
Gamby's back. He put the peace on the man. Rest in peace. And Gamby's hiding out, trying to figure out who's coming after him. And at the same time, he's still keeping an eye on the family.
Wait, we missed the one more part. Gamby walking around with no sleeves. like every day is our day.
How you think he saw them clothes?
I'm just
You been up there like, so you say you want to get in the front.
He got a flex like he's doing the deed up.
Jefferson, I made you a new suit.
Like, I had to put it on first.
Calm down, Gamby. You want one too? All right. So let's get into the light skin. All right. You said it needed to happen. Foots needed to be in asses.
If Khalil did not man up this episode, I don't care if he took the L.
Yeah.
He had to.
If he didn't stand up, I would have just said, take him out the show. This beige Negro need to go find a new home. But, he tapped into the beige rage real quick.
He didn't have all his accessories, like the Painkiller accessories.
Before you even walked up in there, you should have went to your room and be like, I'm gonna need my darts. You know how like when you know you're gonna get a whooping when you come home with the F, like you just should have went to, prepare for the whooping, like, let me put a pillow back here. Let me put my darts on.
Because when Tobias in there, at first he started to turn pale. Then he started breaking his knuckles and oh man, now he started to turn khaki color. He's tapping to his inner waffle color. Oh my god!
So I guess we gotta.
What you're saying is you can't see the hemoglobin.
Exactly.
So I guess I gotta ask this. So power scaling. How many men did they shove up in Painkiller?
Apparently not 3.
Like 2.
like he needed one more, at least one and a half.
But he was holding his own for a minute.
That's why I was asking because
the line of the show was, "I've been waiting to whoop your pasty ass this whole time."
But was he holding his own? He got the shots in, and Tobias was just taking it.
Yeah,
and I was just like,
because he was like taking shots. Like it wasn't like he was Superman. Like nothing was affecting him, but like he wasn't injured at all.
Yeah.
I mean, he was getting thrown around, but like
Tobias did say, he said something on the lines of, "You hit just as soft as I knew you were," or something like that. I was like, man, what? Pull out a gun and shoot him.
Exactly. I would have got the gas.
I would have harpooned him.
You know who the gun worked on? His sister.
I was saying that too. I was like, I'm soft like cyanide, soft ass.
Creflo,
Negroes.
apparently he hard in them streets.
yeah, he sat up there and told Don Lemon he can kiss my ass.
My boy,
And Don Lemon had to take it.
And then he told Khalil, "Boy, I knew your mama when she was pregnant with you," and I almost thought he said, "Cause I made her pregnant."
hold on, let me get back to Creflo take a dollar. And explain how much of a bitch Khalil is. Khalil had him held up. He's like, "You think I'm supposed to fear your Marquez?" He's like, "What? Only I gotta do is stay black and die." That is the coldest bar that you can give somebody. And Khalil sit on there with his old crying khaki ass. "I don't want to kill you." And Creflo hard. "Well, do what you gotta do, nigga."
So let's move on to the, I guess we want to call it the A plot of the show.
Okay.
The episode.
You know what? The side plots have been amazing.
The side plots were pretty good, but the A plot though. We're coming back to that
You
left.
mean the A left turn?
Yeah, the left turn down to Savannah. And
Tiger Island and
yeah,
shit.
Tiger Island. Oh, we in the Gullah Geechee. In case y'all didn't know, all right. So South Freeland is basically Savannah, Georgia, and on the coast of Savannah, Georgia.
Where the map is.
Apparently, the coast of Savannah, Georgia. There's the islands where you have the Gullah, which
Gullah
do
Island.
Do your research. All right, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So there's a lot of culture in this episode. Wasn't directly what they were trying to get across, but it correlated a lot. So the looker. All right, the looker is there.
So mint julep drinking bitch.
We got vampires.
It's 2018. We got racist vampires. Is that what we doing? Is that what's cool on the curb right now?
That's what's cool on the curve right now. So,
Oh,
Anissa got to deliver these this. We thought baby, but apparently babies. Like nobody checked that out last week. Like
So-
you have twins.
The part that killed me was the level of gross in the mom's face when she had to hold the white baby.
Yeah.
She was like, like at one point I thought she was gonna drop it and be like, Terrell doesn't work.
But did you notice? And this really kind of irked the shit out of me too. And I wonder if they're gonna address it. Did you notice the entire time the mother would not hold her black baby? She ignored the shit out of that
The
baby.
white baby.
She would only hold the white baby.
And then the grandparent, her parents held the black baby.
When like literally when she birthed the black baby,
They took him out the room.
they took him out of the room. But when she birthed the white baby, she immediately grabbed the white baby and she held that white baby for the rest of the episode. That's the reason why the black baby ended up going over to Looker at the end. She would not acknowledge that she had two babies.
Well, and that's the thing, the level of racism, and that one thing that pointed out was like the power of racism to the fact that you even attribute it to newborns. Like they just came into the world, they know nothing else. This is your daughter's children, your grandchildren, and racism is so ingrained.
And that's what's weird to me on the vampire side, the looker side, because even though it was the black baby, it still had the same powers.
I think. Well,
no,
I got something different from that, and I think
that kid has the same powers.
I think she was resistant to the power, cause she kept trying to put the shit in the baby and it wouldn't work.
That's why she took it to the side so the people couldn't see it.
And I think that's why they have such an issue, because she can only control white people. She could only make white people vampires.
That's crazy.
Black, because
of all that melanin. That strong melanin.
What was so weird about it is
like it looked like it actually hurt her.
The mother of the twins, she was the one dispensed the information about the difference between the white people and the black people down there, and why they're segregated to begin with because of slavery and stuff. And it's like, and you know what's going on, but you still won't acknowledge your black baby. That was just so, like, she never asked. She never
asked about
never held him.
Exactly.
No.
She never asked where her baby was at the end. Anissa was the one asked about the baby. And I wonder if it's a point of rebellion, because if you notice how pro-black her family is, even down to the point where when Anissa first gets there, and
she's an outsider.
Well, not only that, but when she tells them her name, the father is like
French and
French with
Portuguese.
No, say Arabic with the
Arabic.
French.
Like you know they probably woke as hell in that house.
So here's the thing. off camera, you were talking about how this is in relation to the Hatfields and McCoys.
That kind of felt like that.
Also, Romeo, Juliet.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to point out, and maybe it was because of location and everything like that, but I got real vibes about the Thieves Guild and the Assassins Guild from X-Men.
Yeah.
And Looker was Belladonna.
That's Gambit's girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of things I want to say comic book wise. First off, I want to give a shout out to one of our viewers from last week who called the vampires. She commented in the comment section.
Yeah.
I think her name is Taisha. If I'm getting your name wrong, I'm sorry. But she was the one called the fact that those people were vampires. So I want to give a shout out to her. But since we're talking about vampires and Looker appeared on this episode, this was a completely different take on Looker. Because in the comics, not only is she not a villain, she's a vampire more, I don't want to say in the traditional sense, but she didn't do all that silver shit. She actually was descended from a race, but it wasn't the Sanjay. It was called like the Abyssia. And her powers activated when Haley's Comet flew through Gotham City.
That was a thing back when we were kids.
Yeah. But she had more traditional vampire powers like super strength, healing factor, shit like that. So I thought it was very interesting that they took this take with her and made her a villain. Throughout the episode, I was wondering if we were going to get to the point where maybe later down the line she would turn, but I don't think that's going to happen after this episode.
Now, one more thing to point out, what group does she help establish?
The Outsiders.
There's also one more thing to establish.
Yeah, there was another Outsider reference too that I caught, and I don't know if a lot of people caught. When Gamby was in his hotel room, he was watching the news, and they mentioned that there was some unrest going on over in Markovia, which is where Geoforce, one of the original members of the Outsiders, is from. And they mentioned that there was an assassination attempt, and I didn't catch the name, but I'm pretty sure it was Geoforce's father was assassinated, and he's the king of Markovia, and Geoforce is the prince. So one of the things about the Outsiders is what made them the Outsiders in the first place is like their first mission is Batman is like, all right, we going over to Markovia, shit's going down. And that's how they get Geoforce on the team.
But I'm pretty sure they're going to switch it up, and guess what? He's coming to America. The Royal Prince of Zamunda shall be landing in Freely.
I wonder about that. But after we went down to the gullet, maybe Jeff might be like, Gabby, you got the jet, let's go.
Apparently, vampirism has nothing against a shotting to the body. Because they were putting that shotgun work in.
Yeah, they really were.
Yeah. I do want to speak on that fight scene. It was dark. Couldn't see a lot of stuff. Special effects wasn't looking good.
and honestly, to be real,
you gotta call it like it is.
Gotta call it like it is.
To be real, like Black Lightning looked a little stagnant.
Yeah.
Like it looked like fire, bolt, blast, bolt, blast. I mean, Anissa looked like she was putting in work.
I couldn't really see her though.
But it looked like she was kind of getting hemmed up by two vampires. I was like, is this the ass whooping? No.
We ain't there yet.
It ain't clean enough. She get her
It needs to be in bright daylight.
She didn't get. It need to be bright daylight, and at the end of the ass whooping, either Grace Troy or her sister roll up to save her.
Could this possibly see some kind of, with the whole vampire shit, could this possibly see some kind of interaction with Tobias well?
That was our take on this episode, the Perdi. Learned a lot, got a lot of new characters. Man, I'm looking forward to next week actually. Like always. So like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this episode. Did we miss anything? Is there something else going on?
Tell us how that fucking guitar riff made you feel.
We got the other shows. We got the Arrow review came out yesterday. Got the Flash review coming out. Check out some of our other content. But until next week,
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.